going on YouTube, and welcome back to my channel here, where normally we do mask reviews and unboxings here, but today we got a really special video for you guys. Over in Galion, Ohio, which is literally the next city over from me from where I live, we have a brand new Ohio Museum of Horror that is opening up today. And currently, I am really excited about this. My mom and I, we're both really big into horror and stuff like that. That's usually where I get a lot of, liking all this stuff from. I'm assuming it's from my mother, considering my father isn't into anything like this. But like I said, we're both really excited about this. This is going to be really awesome. Nate Thompson owns another museum of horror up in Michigan called the Michigan Museum of Horror. And unfortunately, I have not been to that one. I do know somebody who has been to that one, and they said that one is really awesome. So if you live in the Michigan area, I would highly recommend looking that up and going to it. But this is going to be a really cool video. My mom and I were about ready to head over there and check this place out. It's going to feature Ouija boards, real human skulls, horror movie props, serial killer memorabilia, like actual John Wayne Gacy prints and stuff like that. So I think this is going to be really awesome. I can't wait to show this place off to you guys and hopefully generate some more business for this place. If this video manages to do well with my videos, you never know. Some do really well, some tank. Hopefully this one does really well, because I think this place is going to be deserving of a video that does really well. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and head on over there and check out this place. And if you guys want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and drop a like on the video, because it does help out a lot. Go ahead and subscribe if you will. I have plenty of analytics that tells me people watch my videos aren't subscribed. So just go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you will. And we can go ahead and head on over there and check out the Galion, Ohio Museum of Horror. Okay, so this is going to be the first part of the just got back from the Ohio Museum of Horror. And I just want to give you guys a little heads up before I start showing the actual tour of the place. Because I just want to give you guys a heads up that it was sort of dark in there. And granted, I thought the darkness of the place really added to the vibe, and it was a really good look, and you just really added to the whole vibe. It took it to another level. But I just want to let you guys know beforehand that some parts of this video are going to get really dark and a little bit hard to see. So I just want to give you guys a heads up before you guys go and see the tour of the place. So, Mom, what do you think about the Ohio Museum of Horror?
Pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool so far.
Yeah,
Acting a little camera shy over here.
yeah.
Man, what an awesome museum. It was so cool going over there and seeing all these like horror movie props and real human skulls. At one point during the tour, I actually got to hold a real human skull. That was really awesome. I got a picture taken with it. And you just going around seeing these different little exhibits that Nate has put together, especially with, like I said, the real human skulls. There's a little, the vial of an actual piece of brain. I thought that was so freaking cool, seeing an actual piece of brain. Like I said, there was just so much cool stuff there that I can't really put it into words. Like I said, I think Nate has done a really good job with that. I can't wait to see what he continues to add more into that museum. I'm really excited about the future of that museum. That being said, I forgot to mention earlier that there is going to be a restaurant portion of this museum where the meals it's going to be called The Last Meal, and it's going to feature meals that were inspired or directly a serial killer or somebody on death row's final meal, which I think is a really, really interesting concept. I think that's a really, really awesome concept. I'm kind of surprised that nobody's ever thought of doing that before, at least not to my knowledge. So I can't wait to get over there. It got pushed back a week because of the traffic that Nate was anticipating for the grand opening of the museum. So I get that. I was kind of a little bummed on that because I was really looking forward to that. But like I said, we'll probably go over next week and see what the meals are like. If you would also like for me to document that in some sort of vlog form, I would be more than happy to. Just drop a comment down below. Tell me you would like to see that. But yeah, like I said, especially that piece where you had the final stage that Dimebag Darrell played on. And for those of you who don't know, Dimebag Darrell from Pantera was shot and killed down in Columbus, Ohio at the Alrosa Villa. I've actually stood in the exact same spot that Dimebag Darrell died. And, it's kind of an eerie thing, but somebody that used to work there when the Alrosa was still operating. Now it's an apartment complex. They repurposed it, unfortunately. That was a really nice venue for the most part. A really good place to go see bands at. But like I said, it was somebody that worked there had let me stand in the exact spot that Dimebag was shot and killed in. So that was pretty awesome. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, I know this is a little bit lengthier of a video, especially for this channel. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the Museum of Horror, and I really hope you guys stuck around and watched the whole thing. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next one.